Hi, Rob here. It is October and it is time to be looking at some scary movies. Today I'm going to talk about a movie that I just discovered called Let's Scare Jessica to Death. It was released by Paramount Pictures in 1971, and recently I was on the internet and I read an article that talked about horror movies. It might have been about one that talked about movies that have kind of been forgotten about, and it mentioned this one. It sounded intriguing to me. The movie is about a recently institutionalized woman named Jessica who moves into an old farmhouse in the country with her husband Duncan and their friend Woody. But soon she starts to have scary experiences after moving into the supposedly haunted country farmhouse, including seeing a girl randomly popping out, and fears that she might be losing her sanity once again. When I read the summary, it sounded just like what I call the what's real, what's not real subgenre of horror, where you wonder how much of it is in the lead character's mind and how much of it is being controlled or gaslighted by the people the lead character is with or outside forces. The movie is definitely low budget film, but hey, it's definitely a benefit because it adds to the atmosphere of the story. It has a minimalist, natural look to make you feel like you are there experiencing the story with the characters. The most effective shots to me were the ones where there is fog in the evening, and I also like the camera work, especially the shots where the camera moves like down the hallway and you're seeing what Jessica is seeing from her point of view. The acting comes from a cast of mostly stage actors. I thought they were hit and miss. Zora Lampert plays Jessica, and from the beginning you can kind of tell that she is a little off and almost has a childlike quality to her when she talks to other characters as well as her reactions. Barton Heyman is Duncan and Kevin O'Connor is Woody, and I thought they were serviceable in their roles. And also included is Mary Claire Costello as Emily, who befriends the trio when they move in. She also, I thought, gave a very good performance. Some of the scares I thought were probably more effective if I had seen it in the movie theaters, especially the jump scares. And the movie, it's a little more intellectual than most horror movies. Like Jessica and her friends, they want to get out of the stress of New York City and go back to nature. And also, the movie does raise some questions, perhaps more than answers, and you have to think about what you're seeing a little bit more. Let's Scare Jessica to Death does have a few slow moments where you have to hang on to the story, and like many horror movies, there are some illogical moments where you ask, who would do that in real life? And as I mentioned, depending on what type of horror movie that you watch, you might feel like you have more questions than answers, and you might have to go back and kind of piece together what you watched. But I think Let's Scare Jessica to Death is a movie worth checking out. Alright, well that's my review of the movie. If you have seen it, please post your comments in the comment box below, and feel free to check out other movies, whether it's in the comforts of your own home or maybe something that's playing at your local theater. I have a variety of horror movies that you can check out on this channel, and feel free to leave any comments. Please subscribe, and if you're interested, hit the bell notification so that you get notified every time I get a video up. I appreciate you watching, and thank you very much.